What's going on, people? It's that dude named Dave here, and I'm checking in here with TDND Live here on a Thursday evening. All right, now, we're going to get this started here. I don't know if I can guarantee any marathon streams today. We're going to get into it in a second, but I just want to know if you guys can hear me. Press a 1. If you can't hear me, press a 2. We're going to get this started in here in a second here. How's everybody doing today? We're picking up from last night here, but like I said, if you guys can hear me, press the number 1. If you can't, press the number 2. Let's see here. We got Nancy in the chat saying she's checking in, she's working, but she'll check out the replay. Thanks a lot, Nancy. I'm glad you gave me the heads up here. Smash the like button, subscribe, share, and click and select all to receive notifications. Thanks a lot, Nancy, my number 1 mod. Yo, we got Trent in the house here. What's good, Dave and the tribe? Tune in from the interstates. Man, you always on the interstates. You moving and you shaking, Trent, man. But I rock with you, man. You've been one of the day ones, man. So thanks for checking in. I know you're out there working hard. Working hard. So like I said here, I don't know if anybody can hear me or not, but we're going to get this going here. Let's see here. You can't hear me, Pookie? Hey, can y'all hear me? My sound sounds good over here. What up, Dave? What up, Tribe? I got my Bible ready. Oh, yes. All right. 1. All right, cool. I just want to make sure, man. I was like, hey, my settings are saying that I can be heard. My levels are picking up here. I just didn't want to go on a little diatribe. And next, you know, it's 5 or 10 minutes. We're like, yo, that dude, we ain't heard a word you said. So I just rather take that time out here to make sure I'm good here. So let's get to a few of these chats. Y'all just checking in. And you know what, though? We're going to get into it. If you guys weren't here live, we'll catch the replay here, you know? So Trent is saying, you're coming in loud and clear. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure, guys. That's all. Let's see here. We got Julian in the house. Yeah, you can hear me. That's what I'm talking about here. Mob. All right, what's going on? Hey, Danelle, Chicago in the building. South Side. Hey, what part of South Side, man? Chicago representing. I dig that. You good, bro. Now I can see, Dave. What's happening? Hey, it's Thursday. We getting ready for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm coming in. Like, I live streamed at 7 p.m. last night, Central Time, and I got done close around like 9:30. And here I am back again at 4 p.m. today. So, hey, man, the grind don't stop. I'm just putting in this work. You know, everybody wants to be a YouTuber. People want to be in front of the camera. People want to do this type of thing here, but do people want to put in the work? I'm showcasing I want to put in the work. So that's what's going on, man. Trent's like, got my snacks on standby. Okay, cool. That's what I like here. Mob's like, shit click. Hey, that's right, man. If y'all remember that the live stream we had a couple weeks ago, we ain't shit, y'all. So thanks for jumping in, man. I appreciate that. Michael Ross says notifications are great. Let's do this. Hey, I'm glad you checked in. Hey, Nancy, what's going on? You actually checked on in. Okay, I appreciate you here. Omega's like, I at work tonight. I have to catch the replay home. Have a good live, Dave. Hey, shout out to you, Omega, because of your email last night. We were talking about this in the live stream. Before, I want him to say this in the beginning here. The video you sent me, I actually watched that over a year ago. So it's kind of funny how, you know, the internet works and a year goes by and you forget certain items. But shout out to you, bro. You're a true day one. So thanks a lot for this video. Let's see here. Right, before we start, I think we need to learn the real definition of what a racist is. Last I checked, the Webster's, a racist is someone that holds his race above all other races, Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay. Okay. We got people ready to go on this here. All right. Mob's like, I got my popcorn here. That's what we're talking about here. Yes, yes. So as we get started here, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers that's come on. Like I said yesterday, we just cracked over 11,000 subscribers. man, the tribe has been pouring. It's been great. I appreciate everything that's been going on with people here checking in every day. It's a lot of work that goes on here, you know, so the fact that you guys keep coming and watching my videos, and people even tell me you watch the videos over and over again. So that makes me feel good that I'm not out here in vain. I'm not just out here talking to one person, I'm talking to myself. So I just want you to know the outpouring, the support is tremendous. I don't take anything for granted. I am humbled by everybody here. So thank you very much. So I just want to state that here. Who else is showing in the chat? We got D-Web. What's good, brother Dave? I see you putting that work in Chi-Town. You rapped to your boy Mike yet? I'll be in the Philippines on 8/23, and I'm hoping that I'll be knocking back San Migues and cigars. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm reading this kind of raw here. You know, my screen's lacking a little funny. But yeah, I have talked to Mike since he's been out in the Philippines. We talked yesterday. So we're on a 13-hour difference, so it's a little bit kind of rough here because it's 4 o'clock Central Time for me now. It's 5 a.m. in the Philippines, you know, so I might reach out to him later on tonight. We'll see how that goes though. Yeah, but he's having a good time. He's getting it in. Shout out to my boy Mike. Okay. So what is a person that hates black people since they're not racist? Oh, we're getting started here. It's getting going here. Mob's like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. And Trent's like, got my smoked sausage and cabbage. Yes, yes, yes. So real fast, guys, yesterday's video was really funny. And I'm glad that I had that live stream yesterday and for me to come in and double back again today to kind of do a part 2 with the situation here. And I will say, what I did yesterday actually did what I wanted to do. Now, you guys watched me. I was getting my simp on. I was acting a little goofy, you know, and one of the things I wanted to point out in yesterday's video is pretty privilege. You know, I was not stating the difference like, you know, of course she was not a black woman, but I want to state, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, even if you're older or if you're younger, but you maintain your grace and your beauty and your looks, you're going to be able to get more opportunities than the average women who call in the Kendra show. So that was the main reason why I wanted to showcase that. It didn't matter if she was not black or not, but what happened is that when you put yourself out there on YouTube right now, I had a lot of beta men, blue pill men comment and email me. I had a lot of feminists and women come after me. One lady even said, see, this is why I know that you don't like black women. You're always favoring other races. And I'm like, seriously? Like, how many women actually look like this and actually were on Kendra's show? I think this is the first woman that I actually showcased that was actually at her age was very, very attractive. But one of the things I'm learning here, and I'm gonna say this here, black people, man, we are triggered and y'all don't like it, especially black women, when we talk about the race here. Doesn't matter if we're on our own black people. So I just find that interesting that I'm very deliberate in my words. I'm very deliberate in how I say it and how I deliver it. There is a level of nuance and a little bit of comedy that comes in here. But what have I seen from last night until coming to this live stream today is that black people, y'all can't take a fucking joke. And people cannot understand both sides of the fence here. Because in this red pill, black manosphere spaces, you know, I'm not dogging anybody because I watch all these channels, but it's always ominous. You know, it's kind of dark and it's tough. And it's like, yes, we're men and raw, we're red pill, you know. And I like to lighten the mood at times, you know, but sometimes not lighten the mood, I really see some of the black pill people come out and the beta guys come out. And then here's one thing that I can actually speak on. I can speak on being the young beta man and then growing out of that, literally saying I've taken that red pill and swallowed it down and opened my eyes like Neo in the Matrix here. I have been on both sides of the fence here. So when I'm driving a point home, I'm speaking from knowing how men act that way. That's not me simping. No, I'm being a character of myself, but I'm also taking other people into light when I do my little simping here. There's about 3 or 4 men in my life that I kind of use when I do these things here. And I swear, I did not expect that to happen yesterday. But I'm glad that I did that though, because it drove the point home that I wanted to do here that literally is gonna piggyback for today's show here. Is because for women who have pretty privilege, they're gonna get a little bit more advantages. But the key that I said last night, and I'm going to repeat here again, is that you let women talk long enough, they will reveal themselves. And also, for some of the people that come out who literally did not watch the whole video, what did I say? She's 48. So by her being 48, I recognize that she is not going to get the quality of man that she's looking for, but she's still going to have access to these other men that the average woman's not going to have. But I'm glad that we did that here. Because, like I said, if we let women talk long enough, they will expose themselves. And also, what we see here is that the internet is undefeated. So you can talk long enough here, and the next year, you know, even if it's something that happened a year ago, people are gonna find your stuff, put it online, and let you know that, hey, what's going on with you here? You wildin'. So we're gonna get into the video. I'm gonna play a few clips from last night's video, and then we're gonna get into this breakdown here about this woman. She called in the Kendra show, and remember, I almost didn't do this video until I had a whole bunch of the tribe actually reach out to me, send me emails to the point there was enough, feedback. I was like, okay, I'm gonna react to this video. So I'm gonna get to some of these comments here, but let me ask this question before we get started. And please, guys, I hope you guys can respond to this here. Kendra G's show, that what she does on YouTube here and on Instagram, what is her demographic? Is she primarily, even though she is, from Chicago, I would say she's from, but she's a radio disc jockey here in Chicago. Now she's a media personality, and she's nationwide. She works all over the place, BET, whatever the case, right? But what is her demographic audience base? Who is watching her show, and who's the one calling in? I want to see what the comment section say. I'm trying to build this up here. So let me go to some of these comments here, and if you could answer that question, what is Kendra G's demographic base? Who watches the show and who calls in? Okay, let's see here. Get to some of these comments here while I let that go here. Hey, what's going on, Clarence? Sup, chat? Glad you jumped on in here. Okay, it seems like it's getting started here in the chat here. You have a racist, prejudiced, and a supremacist. It's getting, Roderick, you seem like you came ready today. Okay, we're going to get into it. It seems like you came guns blazing here off the rip here before I even started my monologue. Hey, what we got here, Danelle? She claims she's half black and half Puerto Rican, but says she don't mess with black people. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that, guys, because I had to fill in some blanks here. And also, too, Kendra literally dropped the ball on her. There are so many questions that should have been asked that was actually missed, too, that could have helped here. But people like us here really got to decipher and go through the weeds here. Clarence like, she is fine, though. That's what I was trying to explain here. Like, just because someone's fine doesn't mean that I prefer Puerto Ricans over black, or people thinking that I disrespect black women. No, if you're fine, you're fine. You're 48, 38, or 28. And I wanted guys to recognize that too. She may not be your cup of tea, but you can say two things are true here. She could be fine and pass the wall. You can be fine and we ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? The two things can be true, but we have so many men that reach out to me who don't want to admit to that. Look, there are certain women who are beautiful in Hollywood, but that's just not my cup of tea. Two things can be true at the same time. Let's see here. What else we got here? Pookie's like, embrace positivity and accept constructive criticism so we can learn to understand our differences of opinions. I like that, man. Okay, Ryder, are you coming with the Bible here? Oh, let's see here. You're saying Numbers 1:18, and they assembled all their congregation together on the first day in the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. You getting biblical here, bruh? It's going there. All right. David Dole's in the house. Hey, David, stepping in to see what's up, young man. Hey, we hanging on Thursday. We hanging out. Okay, Pookie answer, primarily black women. Thanks for answering the question, Pookie. Thank you. Ryder's like, Kendra is a poison to the black community, no cap. Mob's like, single mothers mostly. Okay. Jurgen's like, stepping in. What's going on, man? Glad you jumped on in here. Rod's like, Kendra's always missing questions. Yes, she is. Hey, what's going on, Z? What's up, tribe? Glad you came on through. Yeah, reason why I asked that question, I'm glad some of you guys were able to answer this here. So Kendra's audience is primarily black, right? Even though she's nationwide, she's had a few other nationalities call in. Like there was one video I did early this week where the girl was Cuban, but she only digs dark-skinned Latino or brothers, black men. That's her preference. Same thing with last night here, that she's Puerto Rican, but we're gonna get into her preferences here. So, matter of fact, let's get into it. So I wanna play the video from Kendra's interaction video, then we're gonna break this down here. Because it was really spirited last night, I felt. And if you guys missed that show, go back to the channel and look at that. It was the last live stream we did here. So we're gonna play a few clips here to set the tone. So let me bring this up here. Alrighty. Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's set the tone here. Let's get the baseline for today's show.
Oh, yeah, child. I don't know, child. All right, that's all I know. I know those 3 words. All right, this is Jen in Las Vegas. How old are you?
I am 48.
You look good, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would not have thought you were 48. You look amazing.
Thank you.
You look good. All right, Jen, Las Vegas, 48. What do you do for a living?
I am an actress and a writer.
Actress and a writer. Okay. You have any kids?
I do. A daughter and grandson and one grandbaby on the way.
How old is your daughter?
She's 29.
29. Okay. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
I am in December, Capricorn.
Capricorn. All right. This is Jen, Las Vegas, 48, an actress and a writer, has a 29-year-old daughter, and is a Capricorn. What kind of man you looking? What kind of man you desire, girl?
Okay, let me pause that here, guys. Want to set the tone here. Just a little bit of recap. So, 48, has one daughter that's grown. That daughter has a child, so she's already a grandmother. And so she has another one on the way. So she's about to be a grandmother a second time around. Why did I pause that here? Kendra immediately moved on from here. Now, she has a 29-year-old daughter, which means at 48, she had her daughter at 19, 20 years old, right? But there's some important questions that I want to know here. Were you married to your baby daddy? Is this someone that you've been back and forth with throughout the years? You know, was there any kind of relationship? Was it a one-night stand? She mentioned throughout the video that she worked a lot and she was all about herself and building herself up in her career. But when did that relationship end? Why am I asking that question? Because literally we did a video earlier this week about a woman who's a baby mother, has 3 kids by 2 different men, but the oldest child by one man, then she had a second one by a different man, then the first baby daddy doubled back and gave her another kid that's 2 years old here. So women will go back to their ex, especially as somebody who is their baby's father. That's just natural. That's someone that you're tied to for life. That emotional attachment. If he's doing something right at any given time and she's feeling the mood, she will double back to that man. So I want to know these questions when you have an old woman like this at 48 years old. When did this relationship dissolve? When did it happen? Know why I'm asking these questions too as well? Because she said that the last time that she was sexually active was last November at an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert. I don't know about you, but I've had no experiences to talk to some of my guys and older friends to know that when someone's a little bit older and you've gone back and forth and you have a relationship like this, you know you can slide in at any given time as long as you're on your best behavior and she's not really in a real relationship. I look at that situation as like, hey, what's going on, Jen? Oh, hey, Mike, how you doing? Nothing much, I just got done, seeing baby girl, she, the granddaughter looking good. Yeah, I know. I'm about to watch the grandbaby tomorrow. Yeah. So, I just want to know what you got going on this weekend. I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, I got these Earth, Wind, and Fire tickets. I don't want to go to waste. I'm going to sell them. You want to roll with me or something? Oh, okay, that's cool. Boop. Baby daddy can slide in at any given time, or ex-husband. We don't know that. You know why? Because if you go ahead and watch that video, Or you go back and watch my video with the reaction because we reacted to the entire video. Kendra never once asked a question about her ex. Like, that can set the tone of her being 48 and understanding why she's been single all these years. Now, I went to a deep dive about religion and her, talking about how she studied being an ex-Jehovah's Witness and how I was that, and how she said that, she studied other items in Scientology and now she's an atheist, right? So I broke that down in one aspect. But you have a baby daddy, or maybe an ex-husband. You a grandmother. There are so many layers to pull back to find out why she's actually single. Or, the term that the Godfather used here. You're gonna get a cat or a dog and die alone. So these are items that we really want to see, but we didn't see it. But I think now we're gonna be able to understand and justify why she is single to this day here. But I wanna play another clip here. We gotta set the tone here. So I gotta fast forward to another part here. So I'm setting the tone for the next video. Now, the video I'm gonna play is from a year ago. It's funny how things happen here. So I wanna play this next part in the video here. Let me see here, where we wanna go to. Okay, we wanna go here. So give me 1 second here.
Okay, now listen, not saying that there's not.
Buckle down to commitment.
He has to have all three.
Okay.
The 6 figures, I'm lenient. I could be lenient.
There we go.
You know what I mean? It's like I come from tall men, so I like tall men, but I won't throw on the heels, and you could be 5'9".
Okay. So listen, now you did mention you're Puerto Rican.
Yes.
So is there a race preference?
I'm open, but I will say this: I've never in life dated a white guy.
Okay.
So I don't even know how I would communicate or get along with a white person. Never have I dated a white guy. They mostly been Black, Latin early in my dating life when I was young and a teenager. But I'm open. He could be Indian, he could be Asian, he could be Black, he could be I don't know about white. I don't think me and white would get along. Just putting it out there.
Tatum though isn't. I feel like.
Okay, let me pause here now. Reason why I'm breaking that down is because, like I said, Kendra G is a Black channel. Black single mothers, Black women calling. You see Black men, single show. You can say that she's nationwide, but it is a Black channel. The people who call in, she has the ability to pick and choose who comes up when she's on YouTube. She's using a similar application I'm using. So she sees in the background, she sees in the green room, she sees their photos or their live video, their cameras on. So she knows and she's picking who she wants to bring on. It's a Black show. So when we talk about what her preferences are, she's saying that she doesn't want to get down with a white guy. And I can get that. People have their choices. But you're calling into a Black show, and then she says, yeah, Black, Indian, Puerto Rican. She named all these other minorities, right? But let's be honest with ourselves. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it 100. You call into Kendra's show and you're a woman. You're primarily looking for a Black man. Number 1 for yes, or number 2 for no, right? Doesn't matter if you're white, doesn't matter if you're Puerto Rican, it don't matter whatever race it is. There is a high chance that if you're calling in the Kendra show, I would say about a good 97% of your DMs is gonna be from a brother. Let me know what you think. Hit a 1 for yes or 2 for no. Let me get some more of these comments here. Let's see here. Okay, man. StreamYard is acting funny again with these comments. Y'all just I need to slow it down probably. All right. Hey, what's going on? He says, good afternoon, chat. Shout out to brother Dave. Love, big homie. Hey, shout you out too. I'm glad you came on in. Jergen's like, Kendra's a chameleon. Yeah, she is. Roderin's like, Kendra needs to stop pacifying these chicks. The sister code is strong as hell, bruh. Hey, man. You know it. Trent's like, fine ass butter pecan Rican. I feel you, man. Hey, what's going on? Is it Goni? I hope I didn't mispronounce. I've never seen your name before, so welcome to the chat here. Is her daughter married? That was a question that was not even asked yesterday on her video. I'm saying yesterday, but that's when I reacted to it, but last week. So Kendra didn't even ask any questions if her daughter was married, you know, and building a nuclear home, or is her daughter also a baby mama? You know, these additional questions, you know, to find out if it's just a long string of history being repeated over and over again in her family. Hey, what's going on, Teddy? Hi, Miss Parker. I get it, man. Hey, Brenties, what's going on, man? Listen to here at work. Hey, I'm glad you checked on in, man. I'm glad to see you last couple of chats. Good stuff here. Okay, let's see here. Rod's like, playing Earth, Wind, and Fire, happy feelings. You can't go wrong with any Earth, Wind, and Fire track, man. You can't go wrong. It's going to help the workday go by faster. Let's see, what you got here, Danny? You're saying that I don't even care about any wall hitter woman at all. See, this is why I'm doing the back-to-back here. Because yesterday when I was in my scent mode, the cheddar biscuit mode, you know why I wanted to project? Is that, and I said this last night, we have more beta blue pill men than alpha men. So here in this tribe, and even the women here that rocks with us, we're initiated. We see the red flags. We understand the walk away. But you want to know something? The majority of men out here would see that and act how I was acting last night. I wanted to showcase that even though that we can see this, and then before I get into the next video, how we knew this was gonna happen like a mile away, even if you didn't know who she was, the fact is that there are so many beta men out there that would drink that bath water and not think twice and would even try to get on one knee and marry her. So that's why I go hard like that. I'm not trying to be the guy that's like, you know what, she's 48, the wall is here, she's a half a century, cancel Christmas. No, I'm trying to apply a little application. I'm trying to put a little bit of critical thought because we understand it. The idea is that there are so many men who are not on this level here. So we have to see the other side because there's a high probability that most of us men here were on that other side at one time in nature here. Let's see here. What you got here, D Web here? Earth, Wind, and Fire and Earth, Wind, and Wire since the 1970s. Bring me back my 1970s. Hey, you can just play the discography. We don't need no new joints. Just let it ride, baby. Let's see here what we got. Yes, welcome newcomers. Thank you, Nancy. Mod gang in effect. Thank you. Let me see here. Clarence is like 1. Thank you. Pookie's like 1. Thank you. Ryder in Washington is like, right, 1. Thank you. Jerkin's coming out. She's a racist. Trent's like, J-ho. All right. All right. Hey, what's going on, Clifton? I thought Happy Feelings was Maze. Yeah, Happy Feelings is Maze. Yeah, Happy Feelings in here. That's Frankie Beverly and Maze. Yeah, we got to correct it here. We got to make sure we get our black groups right. I'm scrolling through here really fast, so thanks for catching that. Hey, Jay Dillinger, that dude, Dave, what it do, brother? It's Thursday, bro. It's Thursday. I'm here, still working, still grinding. Hey, Mod Gang, Daniel, what's going on, man? Cold Fusion, what is going on? I'm glad you joined on in. Glad to see you. Pookie's like, it's her preference to date almost the entire rainbow of men, excluding whites. Jay's like, Dave, she's finer than a jukebox. That pretty privilege, y'all. That gets men all the time. And I wanted to showcase that even at 48, there's going to be a guy out there that's going to be like, I don't care if she's 48. You see how bad she is? Man, I'm going to get all up in that, you know? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yo, she better than some of y'all girls are, and she 20 years older than you. There's going to be that guy. There's going to be that guy. And you can't tell him nothing. I don't care. I'll be step granddaddy. I'll walk in and you can call me Uncle Big Chop. You know, Granddaddy Big Chop or something. I'm got it. Okay. Man, you're going hard here. Brent's like, she's a cute one. But apparently I'm out of the running because I'm white. That's okay. Nobody owes another person a relationship. I hear you, man. I hear you. David's like, when is your Mike's 24-hour vlog? We're still working on it, man. Me and Mike got to get on the same page. Or, you know, first of all, it's his vacation too. We're going to try to do some things, but he got to enjoy himself. He's going to be out there for like a whole month. plus. So he's only been out there like, what, 3 or 4 days now? We'll figure it out. It's still not, we're still going to try to plan this. Okay, we got little Benny in the house, just joining the tribe. Workout was great. Everyone hit that like button. Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming on, man. Yes. So what I want to do now is I want to play one more clip from the video from Kendra G here, and then we'll move it on here. So let me go ahead and play one more thing to level set here. So let me fast forward this video. Let's see. All right, is this it here?
Here, but if not, if you can fly.
Okay. All right. So this is Jen in Las Vegas, 48. What's the age range you want to date?
I'm on my old stuff now. He got 40 is the minimum, right? 40 because it's hard to get a serious man, and you got a better chance if he's in his 40s. I say 40 and older. Okay,
no cap.
Oh yeah, there's a cap. I don't want no ED in my life. So I say 40, 60. If 40, he looks good.
If he looks good?
Yeah, he gotta look good. He gotta be like one of them 60-year-olds that's still in the gym and cares about his fingernails and his teeth and his stomach, and 40, 60.
Okay. Does he have to be in Vegas?
No.
Okay. You kind of answered this earlier too, but I'm going to just ask it directly. Why do you think you're single?
Because I've been pushing people away. I've also been wanting to work on myself and my finances and make sure I'm good. So I stopped dating. I was like, let me give myself a break. Also, I wanted to have a break in between my relationship. I didn't want to monkey bar into another situation, knowing I was fresh out of the ex. So I gave myself a break, you know what I mean? But now, I'm looking around, I'm seeing people dating and hanging out, and I'm like, I want to go to dinner. I want my white wine. And you know what I mean? I want to start, having conversations, and those first couple weeks and months are amazing. Your heart beats when they call. Like, I'm missing that. So I'm ready.
You're ready. All right, Jen.
All right. I want to level set that clip here so we see the age that she's looking for. We already know the title and the headline, and what if you saw my reaction to her, everybody else reacting to her, or whatever the case may be. She wants the 6s. All right. 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches or more. So she wants all that, right? She mentioned, she don't know how to get along and talk to a white guy, but you're coming onto Kendra's platform looking for who calls in and who's her demographic. Black people. For her situation, Black men. And then we know the age, 40 and up, she said 40 to 60. So, and what we're saying here, we look at it, and as men, we're out in the streets. We see a beautiful woman, whether we're at a bar, we're at a club, I don't know, I'm not in the clubs, but whatever that you may feeling froggy, that you may see someone like this and you want to talk to her. What's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to see that beautiful face. We're going to see that body. And that, for some people who are, like I said, not initiated, we're automatically going to ignore the red flags that we may see here. When you hear 48 and single, it's like, okay, you're fresh divorce or what's going on here? But as she talked on and Kendra didn't ask certain questions, we know that because we're initiated. The average man is going to see us on the street and not going to recognize that, or because of her pretty privilege, will ignore that because of how beautiful she is. That's what some men do. They will ignore those red flags off the rip because, like, hey, shorty bad, shorty holding. Let me go ahead and try to holler at her. But I always like to do some scary movie, and Shawn Wayne's like, but wait, there's more. Now we're gonna play a video from about a year ago because we're gonna see who she really is. Let me get to a few more of these comments and then we're gonna jump into that one here. So let's see what y'all saying here. Let's see what's up. Daniel's like, you're too superficial. Danny's like, I only date girls younger, under 25, only just like Leonardo DiCaprio. Hey, I rock with that, Danny. Hey, you don't gotta worry about them problems, the younger they are, the less corrupted they've been by these other women here, but they're all modern women. But I get your point, bruh. I get your point. I want a woman in their prime time, not after they had their fun, and am I supposed to get left alone? Yeah, you want someone in her prime. I feel that, man. Trent's like, I've dated some, what are you saying, Butter Pecan Ricans before I got married? They're feisty. I hear that, man. I hear that. Okay, let's see here. Jay Dillinger's like, she talking about ED, but in the words of MTR, so she still had the viscid inners. I love when MTR does that. I love that line. I'm not going to take that from you, man. That's all you with them viscid inners. Oh, my God. So let's see here. Okay, y'all going in here. Fusion's like, I dated a black guy once and I asked him if I would still be his shorty if I was 6 feet tall. He said yes. Okay, so let's get to this video, guys. Now, let me warn you, this is on Lead Attorney's show. This is the girl who called in for Kendra G now. She's, on the block of Jen? So before I pull that up here, I actually have to pull up her YouTube channel, right? And yeah, she's a YouTuber. She's been on here since joined like in April of 2020, but 150,000 views. So, 2.69 subscribed, 2.6 thousand subscribers, almost 2,700. So, I don't see much here on her channel. She's trying like most YouTubers, maybe she's thinking that, the Kendra G situation will pick her up, but now let's get to the video here. We set the stage. Some of y'all may have seen it, some of y'all may not. So here we go here. Let me share my screen. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Let's get into it. Let me turn my music down here. I got to give the lead his respect here. All right, here we go, guys.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on. You heard what the other gentleman had said, and I absolutely want to give you a chance to respond to that.
Definitely. I'm trying. I'll do my best to be concise. I'm on my phone right now. I'm not home. First things first. I don't know that guy. He doesn't know me. He sounds like a Tariq Nasheed minion. I think I mentioned before on your show that Tariq Nasheed went to my Instagram page, took a soundbite of something I said, and then created content, which is what a lot of these guys do, as you know. They'll take a soundbite and then make 2-3 hour show, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with your narrative or what you said. The scab comment, I will double down. I am not backsliding. I said specifically, I said to Black people, Black Americans, because there's a difference, right? There's Latinos that say they're Black. Everybody has a different definition for everything, like I said before. The videos are still up. I haven't deleted anything. He said, Anglo-Saxons. I have never done a panel with a white person, if that's what he meant. I have never let anybody talk to me sideways. You guys know me enough to know. Do you really think that I was on anybody's panel and they talked sideways to me and I didn't say anything? Do you really think that from what you guys have seen? So you can't find one video of me online where some Anglo-Saxon, as he described it, is talking to me any kind of way, any types of greasy. That's the first thing. The scab comment, I will double down because it seems that people think that I regret saying it or I shouldn't have said it because she ain't Black, right? I specifically said to Black people, stop wearing your Blackness like a scab that you let any person pick off and put you through the pain over and over and over again. Stop wearing your Blackness in this country like a scab. Be thicker than that. Be stronger than that. I still stick by my words. I will not change it. What Tariq Nasheed did was took that soundbite and said, she said Blackness is a scab. She said Blackness is a scab. That's what Tariq Nasheed did. And that's what this fool was echoing just now. just now. The second thing is people are confused. They don't know what Afro-Latino is. I am not responsible for your lack of education. I am not going to sit here and go into a soliloquy of the diaspora and the slave trade, but more than Africans were slaves, okay? There were slaves in Puerto Rico and slaves in China, and slaves in Brazil and Cuba and Panama and Haiti. There were slaves all over the place. I am not responsible for your lack of education. Afro-Latino is not new. I didn't just invent that last week. Afro-Latinos have existed since the slave trade, okay? My father aesthetically would look like a regular black African-American man. My mother is more of a Spaniard Latina. That's why I look the way I look. So I'm not, it's funny that people are saying, she's saying the word black, but she can't say, you don't own, the word nigga, I'm sorry. You don't own the word nigga. And yes, I do have a video. My very first video on my channel is trying to get rid of the word nigga. And let's be clear, okay? I am born and raised in the South Bronx. My entire family is black and Latin. I have said the word nigga since I could walk. I stopped saying it, okay, because I didn't like it, because I grew up and I felt there was a better way that we can address each other, whether it's a term of endearment or otherwise. Because people think, well, we changed the word. We made it a term of endearment. That's bullshit. Because when you're pissed off at somebody like I was, what do? Bitch ass nigga, fuck boy nigga. You a dumb nigga. You a stupid nigga. So the word hasn't really changed completely to be a term of endearment. And I said, you know what? And it's gonna sound corny. One time I was watching Oprah and she said I could no longer use the word that so many people heard while they were being whipped, while they were being murdered, while they were being raped. And that resonated with me. That was the first time I was like, damn, I know again. So yes, my first video on my channel is saying no one owns the word. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you is. You don't own the word nigga. It belongs to white people.
Don't you see why? Don't you?
Okay, before I let Lead cook here, I let that play on. You know, you guys know when I do my videos, I like to chop in and out. I like to get in and break points in. But for this particular conversation here and for the video from yesterday and today, like I said, we let them speak long enough, and then we're going to get the full details of what she actually is here. So I want to get to some of these chats here, and it makes sense why she's single. We're going to get into it. But if you prefer black men, and in your rhetoric, in your regular dialect and conversation, if you're using the N-word and nigga all the time, I'm going to be honest with you. The type of guy that she's looking for, I'm not going to go over it again. We broke it down in the video last night. But the type of man that she is looking for will be tired as hell hearing a woman, especially not even a black woman, just saying nigga all the time. I'll admit, I do use the N-word only when I need to use it on this channel here. But I have literally, just in daily conversations, I don't use the N-word anymore. I don't use no term of endearment. I don't use it in a disrespect where I call anybody if I'm mad at that person. But I will use it here in this channel to drive certain points home. But I have eliminated that from talking points. I don't talk to other black men and say, yo, what up? You know, I don't do that no more. I told myself years ago, I was like, what is that going to get me? How is that going to further me along? I don't even like using it anymore. So as a black man, and if I saw a woman saying this all the time, first of all, I ain't seeing no femininity at this point here. And then on top of that too, I don't want to be around someone who is non-black saying that word all the time. Make that make sense. And then you're 48 years old and you're talking about, you know, I push people away. I've been working. I've been focused on myself. And now I want to get out there and I want to be dating. And you know what, though? You're calling into a black show. Kendra G Show is a predominantly black program of a channel. The men who are looking as singles is going to be predominantly black. It's going to be in your DMs. Black men do not want to hear women calling them nigga 24/7 or whenever you getting animated. And we can tell that she's getting spicy here. Boy, oh boy. Let's get some of these comments here. We're gonna let Lead cook here now. Let me see here. Danny's like, the word is dead. Nancy's like, there's y'all pretty. I was waiting for you, Nancy. I was waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? But remember last night, Nancy, when I was talking about it, what I was explaining was the first impressions. So you see how I went to break that down. It's like, hey, Nancy, this, and this here. And you're like, yeah, Dave, I get it, right? That's about first impressions, how the uninitiated will fall for that. Now we let them speak. And just like you said here, where's y'all pretty? You right. You are so right, But I wanted to drive that home yesterday because, like I said, there are tons of betas who would rock with this type of woman. And you want to know something? There's some betas who would hear her say nigga, nigga, nigga all the time. You want to know something? They're going to be around a lot longer than the men in this tribe here. So let's see what else we got here. Eric's like, Spain was colonized by the Moors for a few hundred years. We want to get into more conversation because people don't like the Moors conversations. Yeah, that's right, Eric. I don't have time for the more conversation today. I want to do that, though. Man, let's see here. Daniel's like, that word is still being used. What's her bloody point? Yeah, Dave, go ahead, bro. Yeah. What's going on, Jerry? Glad you joined on in. She may be racist, but I'm still busting her cheeks. See, here's the thing that I want to break down to as well. That's a good point, Jerry. Unfortunately, there's gonna be the men that is looking for her only as a plaything. She called into Kendra's show, and when we hear 48, what do we hear? Like a guy that's 40, especially in my tribe here, he may not have any kids yet. He could be on his grind and goal and been building himself up in the mid-30s. He's like, all right, I'm ready to do this now. I got my money. I got everything going here. I need a nice little lady. But if you're 48, you can't give that man any kids. You can't give that man a lineage. You can't give that man a legacy. So when that man sees you, what is he thinking about? Just like Jerry here, I'm busting those cheeks. And here's the thing, though. At 48 years old, she's probably hitting that time in her life. So you ain't gonna knock her up possibly here. So that's how men look at something like this here. The true initiate say, yeah, like Jerry, I'm busting those cheeks. You ain't gonna get pregnant. I'm not marrying you, and you ain't giving me no kids. So the upside is having fun. Downside is you act up, you're getting the heck out of Dodge. I hear Jerry here. But you know what though? Unlike people like Jerry here, we gotta look out for the beta men who would still try to wife her after glazing those cheeks. Man. Let's see here. Eric's like, she looking for Lil Wayne. Oh, Lord have mercy. Not Lil Wayne. Not Lil Wayne. Oh, no. Nancy's like, she is crazy. You got that right. You are so right. Let's see here. What we got here? We got a few more people that has joined on in. Yo, Dave, my great-grandfather is Aboriginal or black, and my grandfather got his features what my father did, and I look like a straight-up Mexican native. I hear that, man. Nancy's like, menopause is coming if not already here. Exactly. A man who's on his grind of purpose, the type of man that she wants out of Pookie and Ray Ray, he already knows. Hey, if I don't got my tubes tied, only thing I need to wear a condom for is just not to catch no diseases. So here's what we're going to do here now. We heard that first part. Now, let's let Lee cook here, and then she's going to have a rebuttal. So let's continue.
Don't you see why some people are having a problem with it? If you're saying that no one should use the word, and then you're calling a black man the word nigga.
No, I agree. No one should use the word. But again, it is a part of my vocabulary. Since I was a toddler growing up in the Bronx, my family is both black and Hispanic. It is part of my vocabulary as much as it's part of yours, as much as it's part of anybody's on this panel. It is a part of my vocabulary since I was a child in my environment, in my community, with my family. I decided on my own to curb the word. I decided on my own not to use it. I'm not using it because it belongs to black people. That's not why I'm not using the word. It belongs to whoever.
Wait a minute, Gleedon, you're saying that you're not using the word. You saying you don't use it, but because of your upbringing, it is part of your vernacular. It's part of your conversation. So the thing here, guys, is that the jokes that we did last night is gone. This is now where red pill content comes into play here. This is why we're going to have these deep down conversations here. This is what we need for the initiated. So you're going to tell me just because this is how you raise, this is how you were brought up, that makes it right. And so when lead attorney saying that, well, why you're still using this word that people feel is wrong, and then she's like, I'm not using it, but this is how I was raised, so this is why I'm using it. She's talking out of both sides of her mouth. So this makes no sense. But just because she has black in her family, I'm just gonna repeat this again. What man wants to deal with a woman who has this kind of mouth, this kind of vernacular, this kind of vocabulary? Because when we come home, if as beautiful as you look, we want to hear that tone coming out of your mouth as well. Now, there could be times we're joking around getting in, but we don't want to see this masculine energy. So let's continue, y'all.
However, it is used by whoever comes from communities that I come from. The word nigga with an A at the end is used by everyone who comes from the communities that I come from, who are either black or Hispanic. Period. And I decided not to use it.
Here's the thing. Like looking at you, it's clear, and listening to you talk, it's clear that you're Hispanic. But, you know, people classify themselves as what they want to classify themselves in 2021, right? Right. And you had been asked recently, what do you consider yourself? And you said Afro-Latina, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, you feel like you're black, right? It's fine. But, you know, and it, you know, that could be the case. I'm just trying to figure out, because it seems like you're saying, well, with the scab comment and black people do this and you guys should not do this and you guys should not do that. It doesn't seem like you feel like you are a part of us, or does, right, or,
No, you're absolutely right. I am not. There's a difference between Afro-Latina and African-American. The cultural differences are there, whether we like it or not. I would never say I am a Black American woman. That is not how. I am not a Black American woman. I am an Afro-Latina. I grew up in a Hispanic home. A Black American woman would tell you the same. I guarantee. Scroll through the comments. She ain't black, and it's black women saying it, and it's black men saying it. So why, when I separate myself, why do I get looked at sideways? They know I'm not black, and I know they're not Hispanic just because we all have a tan.
Maybe you get looked at sideways because you're making videos talking about, number one, black people shouldn't use their blackness as a scab, and then number two, black people should stop using the word nigger, and then you turn around and call a black man a nigger.
Okay, but listen, I
said acknowledge a little bit that seems a little fucked up.
I can't acknowledge that because that's not what I did. I'm just saying
it seems. I'm not saying what you did. I'm just saying to outsiders, right, who have all this background information about you having some video with this Tariq guy, right? And to other people who have this background knowledge of you saying that, you know, black people should not use their blackness as a scab, black people should stop using the word nigger, and then you turn around in an argument and call a black man a nigger.
Okay, but you see what you just said.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Doesn't that seem a little fucked up?
The way you worded it, yes, but that is not what I did. So we have to go with facts.
What did you do?
Not what it looks like. I'm not responsible for interpretations. I'm not going to copy
I'm just
people.
asking you, what did you do? Jen, you said that's not what I did. Fine. So the question is, what did you do?
I made a video where I said everyone should stop using the word nigga. Everyone. Okay. I didn't direct it at black people. I didn't say, hey, good morning, black people. You need to stop using the word nigger. I explained my history with that word.
Okay, so everyone should stop using the word nigger.
Everyone.
Fine. And then you made a video saying that black people wear their blackness as a scab.
In response to the hypersensitivity and the current environment of racial sensitivity.
Okay.
The video, you can interpret it however you see fit.
I'm asking, Jen.
The video is still on my Instagram. On the Block with Jen, it is still on my Instagram.
Let me pause it here for a second. That's been cooking for a second. I'm letting it play instead of chopping in and out, letting y'all get the marination of that here. Can you hear in her voice? She's not on camera, so in a situation like this, if she was actually on the panel, I would probably blow the video up. But since you only have her audio, I'm leaving it the way I normally do here. But can we sense how, as the conversation's going, as she's continually talking, she's getting more and more upset. She's getting more animated. You can feel the emotions through the audio. She's even asking questions like, why can I not say this here? The response are black men and black women. And then Lead is trying to point out the fact that you literally said that we need to stop using this word. But then you come around and call Tariq Nasheed a nigga. And then there are times in the conversation, I don't know if you guys caught it. She's using nig with the A, and then you can hear the nig with the ER. Sometimes that is not being clear here. You can tell that she blurs the lines back and forth if you listen really clearly here. So the hypocrisy, the fact that he is pointing out, it's like, look, you're walking and you're saying one thing and doing another thing here. Don't you see the problem with that? Yes, but you're trying, I'm not responsible how people interpret. No, but what you're saying and how we're seeing it are two different things. So we're going to bring it back here again to the dating aspect. You want black men. You want darker skinned, Latinos maybe, or whatever. You prefer someone of the African-American community. You wouldn't have called Kendra G's show if that was the case. Two things: clout chasing for your YouTube channel, and if you're looking for a man. What results are you going to get by we see that this is your personality and how you're acting, how a little bit of conflict here, we can hear the gruff come out and the masculine energy is flowing through. And number two, you're just going to keep calling us nigga when you get upset. The N-word is going to be hard. And you know what, though? It's going to be a point where guys are like, look, I'm taking any more N-words from you anymore here. We ain't dealing with this. Let's see what y'all saying here. Let me get to this comments. We're going to continue this video here. Let this cook a little bit more. D Webb is like, she talking loud and saying nothing. Yeah, that's what some people think. They talk louder thinking that's going to drive the point home. And all the louder is doing is making you look crazy, Brian, what's going on? I'm glad you joined on the tribe here. It says, girl, just take the L. Pookie's like, the N-word bypasses my plethora of vocabulary. Yeah. Roderick is like, yeah, she's blurring those lines. Yes, she is. August like, she went on Donovan Sharp as well and called him a fuckboy. I didn't see that video, but I heard that actually kind of occurred there, so that's crazy, man. Let me see here. Get to a few more of these comments. We're going to get the video going here. Like Pookie said, reject the 666 caller. Hang up the phone now. Exactly. Y'all need to leave her. Clifton, what's going on, man? Glad you joined on in. What is on her birth certificate? I give you one guess. It isn't black. Nah, she Puerto Rican, bruh. She's Puerto Rican. Oh, boy. So let's continue the video. Let Lead, point out the hypocrisy in her, and then allow her to talk even more to see how she's just drowning herself, just giving her more rope to hang herself here. So let's continue.
I was very clear. I was telling black people specifically, okay, because of the current times, stop being hypersensitive. Stop letting people bait you into every little conversation. For instance, today you started with, I think that guy was mimicking an ape. That comes from your experiences, right? He could have been mimicking a caveman, but your interpretation was, no, he's mimicking an ape. Right?
No. I said, this is what it could be to me, but I'm putting it forth to you. You guys make the decision, right? How do I know? You guys, this is what it looks like to me. You guys make the decision. In fact, I used the word jury. I said, you guys decide. You are the jury. That's what I said.
So then what's the difference when I make a video saying, stop wearing your blackness like a scab and letting people pick it off?
I don't think, I'm not sure. Let me back up. I'm not sure if you hadn't seen the beginning of this, well, you might not understand the context. The context isn't the scab comment. In the last video, some people had a problem with you calling Donovan Sharp a nigga. That's where it came from. The only person that mentioned the scab comment was this the last gentleman that was on. So it seemed, but I didn't know about the scab comment, and I didn't know about this whole you making a video saying that no one should use the N-word. I just knew that you classified yourself as Afro-Latina. But now, so I thought you were kind of inclusive. But now it seems like you're saying, no, you black people need to stop doing this. Everyone needs to stop saying the N-word. You black people need to stop doing this. And then you turn around and call a black man a nigga.
Yeah, but the way you're wording it, right? You're villainizing my words now. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You call.
You hear that? The way you're doing it, you're seriously? Basically, she's trying to say is that the way Leah Attorney pointed that out, it was wrong. But everything he's saying is facts. She cannot take accountability for what she did here. There's always a yes, but. So here's another reason why we know that she's single right now. That if you try to call her out on her bullshit, or just let alone you see something here that's wrong, she's not going to accept it. And you know why? This is what I'm talking about, pretty privilege. She's gotten away with so much in her life that even when you tell her something, she's been told she's pretty and get away with so much that she is not going to regard your opinion. She's going to dismiss it and run over you until she drives her point home. That's why I was trying to bring up pretty privilege yesterday and how that gives you so much leverage, these women do. And it happens in so many different layers. And when we get to this conversation here, we're seeing that because the lead attorney, he's not yelling. He's being very calm. If anything, you see him, he's laying back in his chair like this, you know, and he's letting her speak. And then the more she speaks, and he's saying her exact words. There's no villainizing here. It's what she said, and she can't accept the fact that she's saying that. So now she's trying to move the goalposts, double back, and then try to make her point right another way. Can't make this up, y'all. We cannot make this up. We're going to get more into this here. But Jay Dillinger says, she's like Riley's teacher from the Boondocks. Can a nigga buy a fry? You know what, though? I need to watch that episode of Boondocks, man. Boondocks, one of my favorite cartoons, just TV shows in general, man. Thanks for popping that on, man. We need some. I wish what Boondocks was on right now, the way the Black Manosphere is going. Could you imagine an episode of Boondocks doing an episode on Kevin Samuels and the Manosphere? Oh, that would be so love. Oh man, we got our first super chat today by Brent. What's going on, man, with the Cinco? I'm not saying $4.99 because the penny. I'm saying Cinco. I'll stay in my lane regarding the wording, but I will say that she's very argumentative woman. No sensible man wants to put a ring on that. That's why she's 48. You hitting on the head here, Brent. Come on, man. She wants to argue. She wants to debate. She wants to make sure that she is right. Oh my God. Let's get to a few more chats. Thanks again for the super chat, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm humbled by your time you pour into me, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see here. Call Me Chad says, ho, sit down. Oh my God. Eric says, 365 days a year are disagreeable. You got that right. Nancy's like, Dave, can you turn up your volume? I got Bluetooth speakers and it's straining. Oh, really? I got it all the way up here, guys. So, you know, I don't know what to say here. I got all the way up. So, see if that sounds, if I don't sound too loud here. I try to adjust something else here. Let's see here. Hey, what's going on, David Class? First time I've seen you on here. She opened that door. Yep. No more community funding from SYSBM passport early. Only Black Hispanic allowed. Gotcha. Facts, bring back Boondocks. We got to bring that show back, no doubt. That's better. I barely touched it. It's at its peak, guys. My mixer is at its peak. Your audio is fine, Dave. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And maybe your device is because I literally don't touch it, you know, so I'm glad you guys can hear me. So what you say here, Jurgen? The proof that beauty makes her drunk. And when we talk about pretty privilege, thanks, Jurgen, for that. Women gonna get away with so much. They're gonna be able to put on their looks, put on that little shirt, you know, flip their hair a little bit and get away with it. And Lee's not here for it. Lee is a 20-year attorney. He has seen it all, dealt with judges all over down Atlanta. So especially you talk about how he's, you know, done law in other countries and stuff like in Mexico. So he's seen it all and he's just gonna let it marinate, let it take in and let her hang herself. So let's continue. We're gonna see more of this rebuttal, and then we're gonna hear more why she's single at almost a half a century. Let's continue here.
All the black man and nigga. Listen to how that sounds. Listen
I'm
to how that
villainizing
sounds.
your words.
Yes, you are. Listen to how that sounds. Okay.
Is it not a fact? Wait. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back because you're talking about villainizing. You're labeling, right? Is it a fact or is it not a fact that you called a black man a nigga?
It is a fact that I called a black man
All
a
right,
big
so
ass nigga.
Oh, she
That
doubled
was
I
acting
didn't
down.
like
even
a
want to
bitch
make
ass
it that
nigga.
worse, right? So don't
Wow, she doubled down. Not only did I call him that, I called him a bitch ass. She went. See, this is what you're gonna deal with here. Now that we're so deep into, we didn't have this conversation with Kendra G. She didn't ask any questions why she broke up with her ex, who is the father of her daughter, who is now a grandfather. We didn't ask no questions about that. We didn't ask if she was married. All she asked was, okay, then why it didn't work out, or when was the last time that she had sex? Just basic surface questions. So Kendra, I hope you watch this. Someone clipped this here. Why are you not asking questions to help out people here? If you just host a dating show just to run a script and run it by, okay, then we get it. All right, you're popular, you're a celebrity to a degree. People want to call in and you want to read the stats, keep it moving, right? But the premise should be you're single, here it is, give us your information, and boom, on to next. Make it a cattle call-in show. That's what it is. Because if you really care or truly think about the people who call into your show, no man in their right mind would want to deal with this woman here. You see what happened here is that this happened over a year ago. So, of course, black men is going to hear, it's like, who the fuck is her? I ain't trying to deal with this here. So a year goes by, and then she resurfaces on the Kendra show. She has a smile. She got her tight white top on, makeup done right, hair flowing down to her shoulders, smiling with the pearly whites. And you know what, though? If we didn't have this video here, man, black men going to be falling all over their feet, and some are. So that's why I double back the next day to showcase, no, Kendra. If you ask a few questions, you don't even have to grill her. If you just change your questioning, this would have came out naturally. Lead is not even really debating her. He asked a few questions, let her talk, and this all started coming out like diarrhea of the mouth. Okay? You don't even got to grill somebody if you let them speak long enough, because then they're going to reveal who they really are. So let's continue.
tell me that I am villainizing your words when I am stating facts, Jen. I just had to get on somebody else recently about us being intellectually honest on this platform. Don't tell me that I'm what did you say, villainizing your words when I'm stating a fact, because it looks like you're trying to escape accountability for what came out of your own mouth, and you're 47 years old. Like, I'm not talking to a 15-year-old here. All right. So don't tell me that I'm villainizing your words when I'm just stating a fact. You see where I'm coming from?
I see where you're coming from. And the reason why I said you're villainizing it is because if someone just took what you just said, just the soundbite, you called a black man a nigger without context, without seeing that this man was disrespecting me repeatedly and calling me out of my name. If they just took your soundbite, that's what Tariq Nasheed does. That's what Tariq Nasheed did with my video.
I am not in control of sound.
There's no accountability on that. You hear that here? It doesn't matter if someone clips any of my videos and saying whatever, there's context. It doesn't matter. If you're telling people black people shouldn't be using this word, then why in the hell are you using this word? It don't matter if it's just snippet to that point here. You are still fucking wrong. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be using it if you're saying that. And then the fact that someone took it, then you're just got your hand caught in a cookie jar. And now you're upset. And now you're trying to justify your actions. It doesn't matter. You just own the L. Say, you know what though? I did do that. I messed up. You know what though? Since he called me out, if he was disrespectful to me, I should have used a different word. I should have used something different to express my anger. I shouldn't be using that word. That would be the right response. You're right, lead. I'm not going to use this anymore. I should have called him something. I could have called him a bitch ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You could use something else if you were that mad at him. But you can't say, yes, you're right, but he did this and that's why I did it. You know what this sounds like here? It sounds like an 8-year-old kid. I know, look, he did it, so that's why he did this to me, so that's why I did that to him. You gotta understand, I was just responding. You know what? That's why we hear so many modern women actually are like little kids, younger than preteens, the way they're acting. I know you are, but what am I? Lord have mercy. Look what y'all saying here in the chat. Is like, now y'all understand why she has this type of attitude. Exactly. Here's the thing. You get with her we automatically see, especially at being 48, she's stuck in her ways. So for any man that's going to be thinking, I can change her, no, you can't. She is who she is. All right. And you're not changing her because she's half a century. This is who she is. This is what you're going to get. Ain't no changing, ain't no saving. What else y'all got here? Hey, what's going on, Sarah? Hi, Dave. We coming in hot with the slurs. Yeah, this might get demonetized, this video here, man. There's a lot of N-bombs being dropped here. But you know what, though? I'm not worried about the monetization today. You know what, though? This video here needs to be done. I wanted to showcase something yesterday, and then this corresponds to today here, you know, red pill content, the manosphere. This is why it's here, because 20 or 30 years ago, we wouldn't be able to actually dissect and have conversations about these type of women. We would see women who are, you know, mature like fine wine, like they look attractive in their older age. But then we need to find out, hey, she's 48. She looks that good. Like, she's on par like a Sofia Vergara, I know I mispronounced her name, from Modern Family, how she has looked better in age with fine wine, right? But if you're this fine, what did Kevin Samuels say? 8s, 9s, and 10s get gobbled up really quickly. If you are 8, 9, and 10, you are beautiful. You're not no adjustable 6, but if you're looking this fine and you're feminine, you're off the market in a hurry. How are you half a century and you're still out on the market? This is why we're finding out now, and we're seeing so many women are just like this, thinking that they're beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, this thing is rotten to the core. We're saying she is done. She been done, man. We seen this a long time ago. She been done. Okay, we got a few more chats here before here. Sarah's like, this audio is not safe for work. Nah, no, normally my videos are safe for work. I should have preferenced this one here, you know, especially the title saying racist. So I apologize. Y'all had your speakers on. Put your earbuds on, y'all, because I don't know how many N-bombs she gonna drop the rest of this video here. So yeah, it's this one. Normally I'm good for it, but this one, yeah, we got to put the parental advisory sticker on this live stream here. Damn. Let's get to a few more chats and we're gonna let them keep cooking here. Dang, y'all came in heavy here today. That's right, Nancy. Thanks for keep putting this here, man. Smash that like button, man. Help your boy out. It's for the algorithm. Y'all watching here this long here, come on, give me a like. I'm not even begging for supers. I'm just asking to help the algorithm, help the channel grow. That's what we're doing here. Yes, yes. All right, let me see here. All right, what else here? I'm just, man, so many comments here. I can't get to all of them here. I'm just going to pick it and choosing here before I start back up here. Hey, what's going on, Trues? No, thank you for coming through, man. What's good? Trust. No checking in. Okay. That's right. She is being a hypocrite. That's what we've been calling out here. Because she's being a hypocrite because she doesn't want to admit that she is wrong. She doesn't want to be called out on her BS. Yes, she is. What's going on, Felix? Glad you came on here. Way too argumentative here. Definitely has all the signs Kevin Samuels mentioned. Shaming, insulting, making one feel guilty, and the need to be right. She has them all. Eric, like, JW talk like this. Yes. Yes, yes. You know, there is some JWs, you know, if you saw what I talked about last night by growing up in that code of a religion, there is people who do talk like this. Yes, there's an entitlement in that organization because you think that you're God's chosen people and you're going to live through Armageddon. So good point here, Eric. That is so true. That is so true. Let's see here. Dang, you got a lot of comments here, but I can't get to y'all here, you know, so all right. And here, let's see here. And like here, yeah, she's almost half 100. Exactly. So let's get back to the video here, guys. Whoops. Oh, I lost my screen here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's go back to here. There we go. Sorry about that. My screen acting funny here for StreamYard. There we go. Let's get back to it.
Okay, but I am not backsliding. I am not backsliding. I am not being unaccountable. I called a bitch ass nigga a bitch ass nigga. That is my language. That is my vocabulary. And it's always been. Now, with that said, yes, I reverted back to my roots. That is how we've always talked, where we come from. But that doesn't mean that I like using the word. I reverted back to my roots. I still say everybody should stop saying nigga. Everybody. Not just me, everybody.
This is
And
so
I wasn't talking
hypocritical.
at, and I wasn't,
This
and
is
I
so
wasn't
Y'all hear
talking
this?
hypocritical.
at, no, sir. I wasn't talking at black people. The video was still up. The video's still up on Instagram. Judge for yourself. Watch the video and then tell me if I was going at black people and telling them that they wear their blackness as a scab. I'm not responsible for your hypersensitivity. I am not responsible for your hypersensitivity. I am not responsible for your misinterpretations. I'm responsible for my words and I stand by them. That's why the video is still up.
So you
But I
stand
just
by,
wanted to
you stand,
address-
wait. So you stand by calling Donovan Sharp this bitch ass nigga when you're making videos saying no one should use the word nigga and making videos talking about how black people wear their blackness as a scab, and yet you call a black man a bitch ass nigga. That's what you stand by?
I don't.
I'm asking you a
stand by
question.
it. Let me answer. You ask
Wait,
me, let me
do not
answer.
listen. Wait, I don't know where you're from. You're not going to scream at me, especially on my own platform.
So then let
Listen,
me answer.
Listen, no, you listen. You know, I don't know where you're from. Like, who raised some of these people? You're making all these videos and it's clear to everybody the hypocrisy. I'm asking you very simple questions and you're screaming. Why are you screaming? You're for
Let me pause that here. Did you see how she just got animated and Lead had to bring her in, to rein her in? But did Lead even raise his voice? No, he had to check her. He's like, look here, who raised you? Why are you coming here screaming? Black men, this is what we would have to deal with here if you went into her DMs from the Kendra G show, and after a little bit of time here, she's going to be yelling at you like this here. And here's the thing. She's not yelling because she's right. She's yelling because she needs to be right. She is wrong and she wants to double down. I don't care. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say this. I'm reverting back to my roots. She is telling you who she is. This is a good example for modern women for us to look out. She's literally saying, I know I told people not to use it, but I am going back to where I came from. I'm going back to the beginning here, and that's why I'm saying it. And I'm going to double down. He's a bitch ass you know what. And I'm going to say it 2 and 3 or 4 more times. So she does not, deep down, it's not deep down, we're seeing this here, she talk more and more here. She does not respect black men. If she can just come on to Lead Attorney's channel here and just talk like this here and be disrespectful to him when he's just letting her cook because she's hanging herself here, she don't respect us. And you want to know something, fellas? There are so many women, not just Puerto Ricans, but it's just in general, even black women. They don't respect us as black men. We are not the most disrespected men that we have here. And the fact that she wants to choose to date a black man, but in the same token, though, in the same voice, she'll go ahead and spit this vitriol. She'll spit this venom when she's upset, even when she's wrong, coming out as a banshee, as a hood booger, that she's going to give it to you, that hot breathing, spitting fire. We don't want this. Men, we need to guard our heart and our wallets, because she talks about how, you know, she had the nice little talking points last night. She even said, if you put me in my place, I'll cook them grits. How can you put her in her place when she's going to fight you back by hearing her tone here? She going to fight you back. You can't put her in her place like she said. She's not going to go in the kitchen and cook those grits. She going to fight back. See what y'all saying here. Let me get to a few more of these comments and we're going to let this cook a little bit more to finish off this video here. Okay, I got to scroll back up here. D-Web's like, oh my damn, please take the L. She won't. Some women like this will go down like the Titanic. She's going to keep fighting and fighting to the end. She has no give up in her. Felix like, preach it, bro, Dave. I'm just trying to point a few things out. Yeah, KS would have muted her. He would have, but you know what though? I'm glad that Lee didn't mute her, because the more that she talks, we're seeing this here, you know? It's gotten to a point here, it's like, yo, let her keep talking, let her hang herself. Okay, what else we got here? Hey, what's going on, Vincent Harris? Glad you joined onto the chat here. Imagine her talking to Kay Samuels like that. She couldn't. She'd be put in her place too. It wouldn't have got this far, you know? My wife, PR from the Bronx, she used to be crazy too until I domesticated her ass. Oh, wow. You got to give some tips on how you did that, man. I'm kind of curious since you said that. You got her domesticated. What'd you do, bruh? What'd you do? Oh my God. Let's see here. What else we got going on here? Man, these comments here. Just give me a second here. Man, y'all commenting heavy today. I appreciate it. Like Nancy said, y'all can't make this ish up. We can't. Like in the past, before the manosphere, we would have these conversations in barbershops, and it would just be the men on those certain days having these conversations and everything like that. Now we have this wide open on YouTube for millions and millions, and of course, billions across the world to have these conversations here. And a long time ago, people would think, oh, you're just making up. There's no way women are acting like this here. And in actuality, just let them talk long enough here, and doesn't matter the nationality, so many of these women are showing their ass. They're showing that we're trying to say we want to make this up, but we can't. This is facts. This is real life. This is how they're reacting here, especially when they're wrong. My God here. Let's see here. What else we got? I'm just going to go to a few more comments here. Okay. Some Puerto Ricans do have African heritage. Yeah, that's true. But the point is what's going on here is that she's talking out of two sides of her mouth saying that no one should use the word. And then in this stream here, she's calling dudes bitch ass you know what's. Let me see here. I was going to say, who is this broad? Well, she is the woman who called into Kendra's show last week, Truzno, and she is the 48-year-old hot woman that did the reaction to on my live stream last night. And the irony is that I was breaking down how that she had pretty privilege and that there could be more opportunities for her. But now that we know more information, those opportunities are going to go by the wayside. But there will be some betas saying that maybe I can get her in. You ain't getting her in. Oh my God. What you got here, man? Them emotions women have. You got that right, man. She is all up in them. Let's see here. And Daniel's like, does she have kids? Because I swore I saw her daughter ransacking that Bell Fries in NYC. She has a grown daughter. She has a 29-year-old daughter, and that daughter has a daughter, so she's a grandmother, Daniel, and then that same daughter is pregnant, about to have another one. She's about to be a grandmother twice over. So, all right. Let's get back to the video here. We're going to get ready to close this out here in a second here with this reaction here. Let's see here. Let's go.
47 years old. All right? I'm just asking you very simple questions, Jen. If you don't want to answer them, fine, but you don't have to scream at everybody. No one wants to hear a 50-year-old woman scream. Now, if you say you stand by everything you said, then that's fine. Fine. But now I understand why a lot of people had a problem. I was only operating under the one piece of information that I had when you said a couple of streams ago that you consider yourself an Afro-Latina. So I thought you were part of the in group. But you're not. And then you're listen. All right, so do you feel like you owe Donovan Sharp an apology for calling him a bitch ass nigger, or no?
First of all, I'm 47. I'm not 50, but I know what happens in the manosphere, right? I know the ageism in the manosphere. I'm 47. Second.
Okay, this was last year, so she's 47. When she called to Kendra, she's 48. But let's just be honest here. You get it. You're knocking on 50. That's the situation. That's what's going to happen here. You can try to be like, oh, my real age is this here. But in actuality, though, no one wants to hear a 47, 48, or a 50-year-old woman scream, especially knowing the fact that you called into a dating show last week thinking you're going to get yourself a 6'6" man here. We're just bringing this out to the forefront. You may need to get back to your Pookies and Ray Rays that you're used to. You know what I'm saying? Because a high value man or a Henry is not going to settle for this. Let's continue.
Nobody should use the word nigger, not even.
I'm just asking if you feel like you owe him an apology. That's all I asked.
I think that we both owe each other apologies. What
do you think you owe him an apology for, Jen?
And no, I shouldn't have been screaming.
Jen, I have a question. What do you think you owe him an apology for?
For calling him out of his name, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, for calling him out of his name. But I think we both owe each other apologies because we both got hyper. But I'm not going to apologize for what I observe and what I comment on. I'm not going to do it. And the reason why I was just yelling, and I don't want to be yelling on anybody's platform, not just yours, but on anybody's platform, is because when I come on this platform, you have to understand the energy. I have 500 idiots in your chat section coming at me, and then I have you correcting me, and then I have panelists coming at me, and I've been holding my own.
All right. Listen. You know, we got one rule here. We got one. There's so few rules. There's so few rules on this show, and you see it, right? You see it. The one rule we have, though, which I have enforced always, is that when you're up here, we don't disrespect the chat. We just don't do it, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you can talk to me, and you really should be talking to me anyway. I don't really like so much when people are looking at the comments because we're up here in a conversation. But you're saying, oh, there are 500 idiots in the chat. These idiots are supporting me. These idiots are watching the stream that you're on. It doesn't even make any sense, Jen, and especially not for a 50-year-old.
So that was the end of that video here. So I'm gonna get to some of y'all comments here. We're gonna get into this here. So Lead had took her off the stream because of the fact that she's reading the comments. Did you see the last part? Let's say listen to the last part, how she say, I'm animated, I am upset because I have all these people in the comments coming for me. And then, you know, why are you reading the comment section? It's a show. If you go into any show, there's gonna be people who are not gonna be rocking with you, even if you're saying everything 100% factual. So don't look at the comment section when you call into a YouTube channel. You need to talk to the host and get that going here. So basically what she's saying is that, because the peanut gallery is saying all these things here, I'm gonna get animated and I'm gonna continue to say the N-word more, and I'm gonna gruff and puff and get even stronger, and then I'm gonna get masculine, and you're gonna see all 48, 50-year-old of this Latino Hispanic woman. Arr. Oh my God, that was crazy. Let me get to a few more of these comments here, and then I wanna see what you guys have got going on here. You know what? Y'all gotta fix y'all devices. Here's the thing here. When people say turn up your mic, but then I literally got and when I go back to my other comments, 3,000 people can say that you're good, then it's your device. Reboot. Reboot. She's obnoxious as hell. Yes, she is. Oh my God. What we got here, Cap? So picky at 50. Good luck. And Nancy's like, crickets. Diligent's like, she better shut down her channel then too. She don't really have much of a channel. You know, like I said, I went to it, you know, and so, you know, I mean, she may got a little bit of a tick by going on Kendra's show because that just gonna be some simps that's gonna try to check for her and slide on in. But at the actuality though, if you check her channel out, it's not really much content there that, you know, I mean, hey, if she can work on it, more power to her, but I'm not seeing any content that makes me say I want to watch that. And then knowing the fact that you are Hispanic and you've talked this way about black men, why is us in the black community who want to support her? Let's just remove the dating aspect out of it here. Black men, majority of my tribe here is black men. I know I have a large section of our culture here, but black men, we do not need to support this here. We do not need to put our energy and our time into people like this here, because she clearly does not respect us. And then when she is wrong, she's gonna double down even more. And then when she even admitted that when the lead asked, is there an apology? Yeah, we owe each other an apology. He needs to apologize too. It's like, no, that's not how apologies work. You may need an apology, but if you're wrong, do your part too as well. Don't be like, well, we both need it too. This is what you have to deal with if you are dating this person here. You would call out, but you know what though? Remember what you did last week when you didn't do this here? That's why I'm upset, David, because you know what? You didn't do this here, and you know me being Latino, I'm a Hispanic woman. You can't get me going like this. Damn shame, y'all. Let me see here, get to some of these other comments here. What you got here? People in the chat are entitled to their opinions. Don't like it, then don't be on social media. She was like, where's her husband? She don't got one, man. That's why she called Kendra G last week. She about to be a grandma. All right. Or she's already a grandmother and her daughter's having her second kid. So she's about to be a grandmother a second time. There is no husband. That's why I was asking at the beginning of my live stream that Kendra clearly missed. There could have been a few questions that I probably wouldn't have to do this reaction video, bringing that the lead attorney's information from a year ago. If you asked a few questions, I bet that she probably got upset saying, Kendra, why are you asking these things? You should know better. The sister code. Kendra just kept glossing, just some basic questions. Oh, you're beautiful and things of that nature. And oh, you're gonna have a whole bunch of guys in your DM. Oh, you making grits? Oh, okay. Yeah. Sound like a mad gato. Gotcha. Okay, what we got here with Brian here with the $5 super chat dropping the Cinco. A little something because this won't be monetized. Thank you. Yeah, YouTube's gonna ding me on this one. As soon as I hit end broadcast, I'm already gonna see yellow marks and strikes and all the kinds of stuff here of all the M-bombs dropping here. So thank you for the $5 that Cinco. I appreciate it, man. But here's the thing, though, right? This is my YouTube channel, and I'm on here every day. So, though, there could be some videos that may not get monetized. That's okay. I'm bringing it to the tribe, and I'm trying to build this coalition up. So maybe this might get dinged here. The next video might get dinged. So I say that, and thank you for pouring in, man. Yeah, the M-bombs in this video, ooh, YouTube going to get me on this one, just like they got me on that Viacom playing that 10 seconds of the Kevin Samuels part here. They got me on that one, too. But it's all good, though, because we had a good conversation that day when BET acknowledged Kevin Samuels. So, yes. We got Z back with the $2 super chat here. Great back-to-back content yesterday and today. Thank you, Z. We had to follow this up here. The cool thing about having my own YouTube channel is that if there's a story or a video that we did or had a show, depending on my timing, I can do a part 2 or a part 3. We can do these follow-ups here because I literally went in yesterday and trying to showcase one side here. And now that we see a little bit more, then we can say, okay, as men, we can use discernment. We can use judgment. We can get out of our feelings and not think with the one head down below and think with the right head. Just because she's rocking with the nice tatas, the tig old biddies, she got the beautiful face and nice smile. And you know what though? Just have a deep spirited conversation where it might be a little conflict. Don't even throw politics in the mix here, because politics will throw anything off if you don't have the same thing here. Or she said with religion, just have a conversation with just a little bit of a debate or a little bit of disagreement here, and we will see that go left really, really fast here. But my fellas, you don't got to do that here, because all you need to do is just let her talk, log up on the internet, and we say, hey, I'm good. Or you'd be like Jerry saying, I'll slide them buns and call Christmas. So thanks a lot, Z, man, for the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Ooh, man, y'all commenting heavy here. I know I'm far behind here. Yeah, but y'all coming in. What you got here? 50 years of old attitude. What we have to remember, too, is that when a woman gets to a certain age and she's set in her ways, do you really want to deal in battle with that kind of argument here? See, when women see that a guy wants to deal with a younger woman and saying, oh, you just want to control her, you just want to manipulate her. No, a younger woman has not been damaged as much as life. She has not been influenced under like a 50-year-old's been compared to a 25-year-old. There's 25 years of life that not have happened to that woman. There's things that, that she has not seen yet that may not have jaded her towards the Pookies and Ray Rays in her life if she hasn't gone down that route. But someone who's 48 years old have seen too many Pookies and Ray Rays. In her video, she even mentioned how, guys can't take me out of town or we can't go out because they can't pay all their child support, She has been jaded by so many of the wrong men. So you get to a certain point, there is no working here. It's just like Nancy always says, RUO, recreational use only. Let's see here. Let's get to a few more of these here. Jerrigan's like, I already feel sorry for her future husband. Not even future husband, future boyfriend. If that lasts like 3 or 4 months, because man, that is going to be hell on wheels. Hell on wheels. She's a MILF and a GILF. Yeah, grandma like to, and a MILF. She got both going on here. Man, American Pie days. Yes. Oh my God. Let me see here. What you got here, Pookie? Dave, you should have paused a moment, grabbed 2 Advils and a cup of water before showing the video. Do you hear my tone, how I'm talking right now? I don't know if you guys do. This is not my normal tone here. I'm normally more spirited. I talk a little bit faster, you know, but this one here, I didn't need to take the Advil. She already brought me down here. And here's the thing, I'm how monotone right now. I'm drinking coffee. And you can tell how, you know, sometimes these videos do get to your boy. So I know how some of y'all will comment in my video saying, I couldn't watch the whole video, Dave. How do you think I feel when I'm doing some of this content and I'm watching the entire content and I'm the one, you know, making the video, making the content with it. So sometimes it's hard. So matter of fact, I gotta take a sip of this coffee. Oh boy. Let's see here. Felix is like, break it down, Dave. She dusty, dry, and old. Yeah, she extra dusty here, Pete's. You got that right. Not moist, she dry as... Hey, you coming in hard, man. I've seen you been commenting here this chat, man. You going wild. Oh, boy. Hey, Crummy's like, I had to put my wife on a strike system to domesticate her. Hey, man. The more and more I'm seeing your comment here, these little one-liners here, the more and more I'm getting a little bit interested here. I'm kind of curious. What else did you do? You might have sent me an email or something, man. I'm kind of curious here. I know the tribe might be a little bit interested here. Nancy's like, she looking for a steady stream of income, man or channel. She don't care, but I don't want her building on black people's backs. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, let's see. We got Andrew here. It says, I'm missing something here. She sounds like the average sister from the hood, but like you said, Dave, she got pretty privileged, so she's going to get a couple of passes. Not even a couple. Like I said, if you seen the video at the beginning here or if you saw the live stream last night, ain't no couple. There's going to be dudes that's still going to be falling over her. So I'm playing these videos. I'm doing reacting to it so that you may not even interact with this type of woman, like her in general, but there's so many types like her. So the idea is to spot the red flags now so that you're not even going to say, I'm feeling a little bit of froggy. I'm going to go ahead and talk to her. No, we're showing this so that we can look at the types of women that we're going to engage in everyday life here. And if we see these characteristics, you know, you might smile and say hello, but then when you let them talk a little bit more, it's like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Let me keep it moving here. So that's why I've been doing this here, man. She going to get more than a couple of passes though, but you're right. Let's see here. All righty. Man, these comments, y'all coming in. Look who joined. It's Sheila. Hey, how you doing, Sheila? Thanks for coming on. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, glad you come on through. One of our day ones here. Yes, yes. Okay, well, check it out here. We got my man Clifton with the $5 super chat. Hit me up with that Cinco. Black men, protect your seed from these Jezebels. Your children will suffer. Clifton, that is so many facts here. Let me put a little bit of a bow on this here. Like, she's 48 right now, right? This type of attitude. Imagine you run into this similar type of woman, but she's 32 years old and you get her pregnant. Just think about that for a second. When that kid is 16 years old and she's 48 and you're dealing with this type of woman here, this type of attitude, this type of resentment, this type of disrespect. Think about that. This is what happens when you mess with the wrong woman here. She got pregnant young, but what happens when you mess this type of woman and you get her pregnant at 26, 27, 35? The idea is to avoid these type of women so that we don't get snared in the trap. And then we're distressed, we're stressed out, and we're talking about deleting ourselves because this banshee has taken all of our money and has drained our will, and so in a lot of cases, can't even see our kids. Gotta spot these things out here. Gotta be careful and mindful. Watch out. It's like, no. I'd rather be alone than deal with this bullshit. Thanks, Clifton, for that Cinco. Thank you for pouring in. Thank you, Clifton. You're one of my day ones as well, man. I'm glad you're chiming in. I appreciate you. Yes, yes. Let's see here. What else we got going on here? Y'all going on this dry comments here. Y'all got me rolling here. D-Web's like, somebody please buy mommy a McDonald's Happy Meal. Oh man, why we gotta go there? You think she gonna be mad at that Happy Meal? Why you go to fucking McDonald's for? You know I like Wendy's. Sheila's like, she's 48, never had a husband? Sheila, that is the question that I posed earlier that Kendra did not even ask. She glossed over her whole backdrop. She only asked the fact that she had a kid and that she's a grandmother and nothing else. So we don't know if her baby daddy / grandfather to her child and, you know, to her grandbaby, if they were ever married, if it was a one-night stand, if they tried to make it work and they broke up, were they off and on? These are questions that I would have asked. Or if the guy that she was in a relationship with when she said that, you know, the last Earth, Wind and Fire concert where she got her buns glazed, was it your ex? Was it a different guy? These are questions that Kendra doesn't ask. And as men who are single men, and you guys may be looking for somebody, and you may see someone on her show, like I want to slide in her DMs, but do you really want to go through these questions knowing that she's a possible banshee? But Kendra didn't ask these, Sheila. So we don't know if she's ever been married or she's only been a baby mama this whole time. And that's why you said stay away. And then what you got here, you saying that she's a fake Latina? Her attitude make her seem real though. The way she come with that attitude and the guns blazing, bang bang, that's as real as it gets, man. Oh my God, I don't know what to say on that one, man. Extra fries? I think she can be mad at extra fries. I want my chicken nuggets. Don't forget my honey mustard sauce. Oh my God. What do you got here, Pookie? The Material Girl version of Madonna. Oh my God. Y'all gotta be going here. And what's up, Nancy? Thank you as always. You gotta remind you guys, hey, like, subscribe, and the bell notification. I had people hit me up in my comment section today saying, hey, Dave, I missed the live last night. You got a schedule? No, I do not have a schedule right now because your boy works a full-time job. So I try to get in where I fit in. So if you click on the bell notification for all alerts, you're going to see it pop up. So don't just like, don't just subscribe. If you want to see the lives real time and not watch them, you know, on the playback here, you got to select all notifications. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. But just know this here. I am here every single day. I've been dropping content every day except for Saturday for the first time. But here's another thing to add to as well. I probably won't drop no content no earlier than 10 a.m. Central. The earliest I probably drop content is 12 p.m. Central Time. I'm not going to probably drop anything any earlier than that unless I'm going on a full binge and y'all going to see like 4 or 5 pieces of content a day, which is not the case here. So like, subscribe, and that bell notification, but just know that the earliest content I'm going to drop will not be before noon time. All right, let's see here. Jay Dillon just like, I got the alert right when my shift ended. See, there you go. That's what we talking about here. Just click on the alert. And here's the thing, if that's what you want to watch them live, but if you subscribe, then just make sure that, you know, you don't got to do all notifications, but if you know your work schedule is going to get in the way here, then catch the replay so you know when it's going to pop up here. But just make sure you click on that bell icon. That way you know it's coming. So Sheila's like, I was 4 when Cyndi Lauper dropped that song. Yeah, I was around the same age too, Sheila, when Cyndi Lauper dropped, man. You know, watching them early days, man, with her wild ass hair. Lord have mercy. Then he's like, I'm tripping off her calling all the commenters idiots and crickets. Why are you focusing on the comment section? Just notice for anybody here, in my tribe as well. If you go on to any other show, whatever the topic is, don't look at the comment section. There's majority of these shows here, you're gonna have people who are trolls who are just here to see you fail. There's gonna be people here who got nothing to do to talk shit about you, and then there's gonna be the few who is rocking for the channel here. So don't look at the comment section. If you got thin skin, it's not for the faint of heart. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. It ain't for you. So let's recap here, guys. So I know, like I said, your boy was simping hard yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Ivan said, oh my God, the cheddar biscuits might be in play. You know, oh, endless shrimp. Oh, I was saying all those things, right? But I want to give the impression that is how men feel, how we react when we see a beautiful woman for the first time. Like, oh, snap. Yo, dog. Yo, check shorty out here. Yo, either me or you. We're going to have to get into this here. You know, so I wanted to showcase how men naturally react here. And then we deep dive a little bit further here. It took 2 shows here because Kendra didn't give us no information. We had to drill down her video yesterday to find all those red flags. But then these questions could have been asked if Kendra just asked a few more questions to show, wow, you're 48, you're beautiful, and you're single, and it looks like you have a good career. But where is your man? Because what did the Godfather say when it comes to relationships, when it comes to this thing that we're dealing with life? Modern women put so much focus on their careers. They rather be goal and career oriented than try to build a nuclear family. But here's the thing here. What is life all about? What is life about, y'all? It is about people and experiences. Because there's going to come a day where you can't work. Whether you get an injury and you can't do that no more, you get age out of the workforce, the job gets cut back, and then your skills are no longer needed because you're outdated, your legacy and what you do. There's going to come a point in time where our careers mean jack shit. And what do we have left? The people who we rock with, the people who we grow with, our family and our friends who we trust, that and our experiences, our memories, because that's all we're going to have left. We can only work for a certain period of time. We're only going to be young a certain period of time here. So why put so much stock on something that's going to be fleeting and going away? The legacy of your family is going to be remembered. Not because that you were good at your job. Let's say you're a doctor and you are A1 as a surgeon and you have an accident of your hand and you don't have steady hands no more. All those years of getting your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorates, going to, doing your residency, moving probably to a different state for that hospital so that you could become a full-fledged doctor and start your practice. You have an accident and you can't do nothing no more. What are you going to do? Who's left with you there? Your family. The experience that you have that you're dealing with your family. Day-to-day life. That is what's important. And that's what matters. But modern women have put so much focus on their careers where that they've forgotten the nuclear family aspect of it. So when it gets to a certain age and then you're 48 years old and you're calling in the Kendra G show, and you're looking for love. And then we're seeing men like us saying, that ship has sailed. You're too old, unfortunately. If you want to have a good time, we got guys like our man Jerry who's going to slide your buns. But what you're looking for, you didn't prioritize earlier in life. You put all your eggs into your career until you felt you were comfortable, and now you're 50. And you got to know that men are wired differently. You may find a simp that's gonna wife you and get you into a home, but is that the man that you really want? You get to see more of these comments, guys. Let me get it here. D-Web says, forget the Happy Meal. She's getting that White Castle. Only 2 of them Johns, though. Oh man, we keep going back to these White Castles, man. I love it. I'm gonna get some White Castles this weekend, man. It's cheap and to the point. You know what I mean? Because I gotta be honest, we talk about this food here. I have a hardcore seafood taste right now. I want some crab legs tonight, y'all. I don't know. I mean, I might eat some leftover jambalaya or something, but man, y'all got a brother hungry right now. That's why I started early here so I can have dinner at a decent time, because I go late and the next, the comments come in and I might, throw something else here. Next time I'm going 3 hours or so. So man, that's why I started earlier today so I can eat dinner tonight, so man, y'all got me going on that. Let's see here. What you got here, Brian? He's saying that I need to go to KG and see how she looks. You can do that, or go on my channel and look at the live stream last night. It's like 2.5 hours long, but pull that, pull the clip up and you can see how she looks. You gotta go to Kendra's channel. It's right here. One stop. Let's see here. What else we got here? Man, these comments, y'all going hard. Let's see here. Pookie's here saying, Vanessa Williams will shame her in no time, and she's pushing 60. Vanessa Williams still look good for her age. Man, yeah, she's 60 now. Now, you know, you can tell that she's transitioned, but for her age, yeah, she's held it down for a long time. Man, I had the biggest crush on Vanessa Williams. You couldn't tell me nothing about her, especially when she had her music career. Was it The Right Touch? Her single? I used to watch that on BET all the time, boy. Love me some Vanessa Williams. What you got here, Sheila? She been twerking to Bad Bunny. Hey, I actually like Bad Bunny. I rock with Bad Bunny, man. Yo, hey, a nice day like this, the BMW windows are down. People see me, they could pull up to the stoplight, and you're hearing this Spanish music. You know, Bad Bunny be spitting, yo. I don't get down how he dressing. That's not my cup of tea, but his music's fire, you know. I rock with Bad Bunny, Sheila. Okay, let's see here. What you got here, Eric? The miseducation of modern women. Is that your take on Lauryn Hill? It's like, I love her. Yeah, too. Got that right. That's how it's supposed to be. If you get some woman like Vanessa Williams and she in her 60s looking like that, man, that's what we want these modern women to look like here. Not these Lizzo types that's getting to 200 and 300 pounds. Welcome newcomers. Yes, yes, yes. That Booker T tune is fire. Okay, yeah. Okay, guys, let's see here. What we got over here? All right, you know what, though? It's 5:50 Central Time, which means it's 6:50 Eastern. So, you know what? We're going on 10 minutes, close to 2 hours. So I'm about to end this show here, guys. I can't do the marathon. Your boy's hungry. I literally worked. I did the live stream last night, then I had to go back and do the work this morning, and then literally came and did this live stream because of the fact that shout out to Omega sending me this clip here. I actually watched this live last year, but with so much video and content that I look over trying to do this channel, you're gonna forget a lot of stuff here. So the fact that she's told on herself, Jen on the block or whatever her name is, trying to build her YouTube channel, hey, if this video somehow gets in your timeline and you see me, you get mad at me, hey, you know, you can always cam up and talk about it. But only thing I did was just play the videos that you put yourself out on the internet, you know. So, oh boy. So we're going to get out of here, guys, man. I'm going to go get some dinner, you know. This is not a long live stream. So if you caught the tail end of this here, maybe you're going to watch this at work tomorrow, later on tonight for your dinner, you know. But as always, click on like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. All notifications, like I said, I don't have an exact time, but just know I'm here every day, so you have an idea when these videos drop, whether it's a live stream or a reaction video. Maybe we'll be back at it again for a live stream tomorrow or a reaction video. Not sure yet. We'll see how dinner goes. I got some content to look at and kind of go from there. So let's see here. I'm just looking at any final comments before I get out of here. Shottown's like, no, bro, I just got here. Hey, man, it's all good. Just rewind it back. You got 2 hours of content. You know what I'm saying? Just rewind it back, get to the beginning, and you get your full 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. It's all good. You know, so I'm going to get out of here. But, hey, I'll be back. I ain't going anywhere. You know, I know that I've kind of gotten to a staple where y'all look for some content. You get bored. You know, you want to see your boy get goofy or we want to do some red pill talk. But you know what? Those all good. But like I said, we're going to get out of here. You know, like, subscribe, bell notification, comments, email me, show information, whatever the case may be. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. Y'all be safe. You know, be careful out there in the streets. But until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.